shakers of society. So if you are just wearing uniform and contented, and you are contented, I've graduated, I've done my service, the bare minimum. You've really done yourself the service. For how long did you spend in college? I don't know how many years. Anybody here with a master's degree? Just 4 years college? That's still a long time. 5 years college? That's still a very long time. For you to just think that God sent you to this world to just go to college and that's it. And now you're looking for a good job, good pay. You were destined for greatness. All of you here are youth. I don't see any old man here. Because I am really, the burning passion is really in my heart to really challenge the youth. Because like I said, all of you are youth. And like I've said, you've sold your birthright. You've sold your birthright. And who have you sold it to? I'm not a politician, so these old, corrupt, cargo politicians. They are using you, Garanara. And I am looking for you that are going to say enough is enough. I'm tired of being used. Who say you cannot be the next governor? Who say you cannot be the next senator? Who say you cannot be the next chairman of our local government? Look at it. We have a chairman here. The highest cases of HIV is coming from here. Indifferent. Who say you cannot be any of them? But maybe you go home during election, now they will hire you, give you gun, give you some naira to kill for them. They are stealing your own position from you, and you don't even care. Nothing shakes you. You think you are living a life. You've sold your birthright. And I'm looking in your faces, straight in your faces, and I'm telling you, you have sold your birthright. And until you reclaim it, Nigeria is not going anywhere. Because what do they call you? The youth are leaders of tomorrow. And you say that a lot. But I don't even think you know the implication and the mandate that you've been given to really operate and use it. Because I don't think you know the power you possess. I don't think you know the power you possess. That you can change our society. You can change our community. Anywhere you are, you can bloom and be an agent for change. So I am challenging you, coppers, like never before. Maybe you've never made anybody speak to you in this manner. But I want to provoke something in your spirit to say, please don't settle for less. You've been destined for greatness. Please don't settle for less. You have been destined for greatness. And that greatness is within you. That potential is within you. Given by God. You are not hopeless. Don't feel hopeless, my brothers and sisters. You are not helpless. Don't feel helpless, my brothers and sisters. The power is within you to change and shake this society. Please, recover your birthright. You sold it. I don't know what you sold it for. We know Abel was it Cain that sold his birthright. They said couples go and do 1 year service. That 1 year service should be a year of passion and fulfillment. Should be a time that you really, really know your own calling and tap into that calling, because you don't know the door that calling, that passion will lead you to. You know, please, wherever you are in the school, because the HIV among you now is killing everybody. And I'm challenging you again, if you've not been tested, you are the role model of society, go and get tested. That is very crucial. Because if you've not been tested, you are part of the problem. You are a suspect, you are a murderer. I'm looking in each and every one of your faces. Yes? You are not part of the problem, solution, you are part of the problem. Because you should know your status. Very, very important. So that you know how to take care of your own self. So that you know how to help yourself and help other people. HIV is no longer a death sentence disease. You know, before there was all kind of fear. If you get HIV, you are finished. Oh, that doesn't, qualify HIV anymore. Because people that are infected with HIV are living as long as God has assigned for them to live. Healthy, they maintain their jobs, their homes, they have children. Before they say, oh, if you are HIV, you can't have babies. It's no more. That's not true. You can still have babies. But it all depends on how proactive you are going to do, what you are going to do. And you are pregnant. As soon as you are pregnant, they will put you on a specific medicine that will stop the transmission of the virus to the baby in your womb. Have you had that before? Yes. Wonderful. Who have you told? Who have you told? So knowledge is useless. Apply what you to your community. That is very, very important. You cannot keep knowledge to yourself. To the drugstore in the village instead of going to go and get tested. I tell people, before you even take any medication from any chemist in the village, go and get tested. Because HIV signs and symptoms they are presenting malaria and typhoid. So it's only through testing that you know what you got before you take any medication. Eating good is very good for HIV. Because on this World AIDS Day is tomorrow, you are in a community where one of the highest cases is coming from. I think couples should really be on the street right now, be talking to a lot of folks in the motor park, talking to the market women, really doing. Last year when I came, the couples and we went to the motor park, we did a lot of stuff for different community here. Please be active, be passionate. Without passion, you are not going to go nowhere. Because even though after your service is ended, you got a job, even without passion in your job is not even going to be meaningful to you. You are not only graduating, getting a job, and living a good life. You want your life to impact other people. You want your life to impact other people, impact your community. That is what you want your life to be about. And before I leave you here, what do you want your legacy to be? What will you want your legacy to be? If you die today, how will you want to be remembered? Because nobody is immune. Death is unnecessary, and it will come when it will come. Caesar said that. If you die today, what will you want your legacy to be? What will you want to be remembered for in your short time in life? Are you going to be remembered as somebody that even though they got nothing, they were just graduates, they were really active advocates in their community, they impacted the youth, they impacted the widow, they impacted the orphan, they impacted every fiber of their society? Oh, you are going to be remembered? I want to leave a legacy behind. Whether I'm married or not, whether I have children or not, that doesn't matter. I really want to be part of what God is doing. I really want to be part of why God brought me here. Because every single one of you here, you were brought here for a specific purpose. You are on a divine strategic assignment. You are on a divine strategic purpose here on earth. And I'm appealing to you today. Find a way to recover your life and let the fire burn with that passion that you will run 1,000, 1,000,000 miles and not even look back on the faith built on God. Because we all sit helpless and say, oh, I am so helpless, I don't do anything, no job. But you see, we wait for God to move. God is waiting for us to move. Because it's when we move that God moves. It is our action, it is our passion that moves God. But you see, we've been so brainwashed that we think, oh, God has to move before we move. And we got this whole thing backward. Because we have to move before God can move. God is waiting for us to step out on faith. Because he said, wherever we set our foot with faith, he will give us that right. I don't know what you've sold them for. But go to God for it. And really put, find some flame into your heart, into your passion, and know that everything you need, you have it. The Bible says the kingdom of God is within you, is within me. And you see, on Sunday we go to church. For those of you that go to church, and maybe everybody here is gonna say, "I believe in Jesus." But if you believe in Jesus Christ, what are you doing? If you believe in Jesus Christ, what are you doing? Because He said you are more than conqueror. He said you are an overcomer. He said you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. If you believe, what are you doing? Jesus was the most radical man of his days. He was the movers and shakers of his days. He was a radical that nobody even want to associate with. But he left an impact that some of us that really believe in him, we still remember him. And based on those things that he left behind, some of us have been driven. Some of us now realize that our life is not mere living, that our life is what more, that we want to be in the move of God. We are going to be at the Anglican field. Anglican, you know where Anglican is? We are going to be on that open field. Yeah? And from there, I have been going to places, going to villages, going to churches, going to everywhere they have gathering. Been busy. Yes, sir.
Sincerely, I should let me salute you for how you've been putting. We come as a hosted to this community. NYSA have so much tried to an extent of equipping enough couples in order to disseminate this kind of message. And sincerely, some of us have been doing that because there is a program organized at the orientation camp based on this HIV sensitization. So we've been assigned and we've been posted to the schools at the town and at the local interior villages. And sincerely, we've been preaching this kind of gospel. So we are not in this community just to, maybe to bench warm or just to fly the uniform on the ground. We've been carrying out the message.
That is what I want to hear.
So, sincerely, I believe at this junction, I should be able to convince you that copper posted in this community are not just here in order to, to fly home or just to come or to just to take the allowance for just free. Hope you understand. Sincerely, we are working. Let me say more grace to your ministry, more strength to coppers sitting.
Oh yes, and you know what? So, I never said you were not doing anything. I like to pump people up.
Yeah, that's
I
why
like
I said
to motivate and challenge you to go beyond your boundary. Push, push. Like a pregnant woman about to give back to a baby. Push. Don't settle, my brother. Yes. Yes. Because I don't want you to be content. I'm not saying you are not doing, you've done enough. In fact, you are all achievers, and I'm proud of all of you. But I'm trying to, and that is how, even in the US, this is how I operate. I like to stir up people to start thinking so that we are not content with the way society want to conform us. Because what did the Bible say? Be not conformed to this world.